Hey everybody, welcome back to our vlog. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. It is winter weather that we have going on this week and we have our coats. But even with that cold, we still had a lot of fires this week that we're going to tell you about. So we were busy, very busy week.
Yeah, we actually went from a red flag warning earlier in the week to a major temperature drop from the 80s all the way down into the 20s today. So we're back to dangerous driving conditions on the highways and a rough commute. We'll cover more of that as we go along through the wintertime and ride with some of our crews that are out on the interstate and show you what those conditions are like and how important it is to slow down and move over. But we'll save that for another episode. This time we're going to talk about the structure fires that we had this week, starting with one that Connor had earlier.
You bet. So on Tuesday afternoon, right around 4:21, we had a residential structure fire come in on South Rifle Street in Centennial. 911 callers reporting that there was a small fire that was inside the home, possibly on the interior of the wall, and there was some renovation work being done on the home. So when crews got on scene, they did find smoky conditions coming out of the home. They were able to pull hose line to the front door, make an entrance in there to check the home, search around to make sure all the occupants got out safely, and luckily the house did not have any occupants in it at the time. But a safety officer on scene from South Metro noticed a lot of smoke coming out of the vents of the home. So that person also had a thermal imager camera and was able to see some really heated parts on the exterior wall on the siding of the home. So our crews got up on the roof with a ladder, and they used some saws and some hooks to open up that exterior part of the home. No injuries from that fire, and they were able to ventilate the home and get it under control.
At 4 a.m. on Wednesday morning, we received numerous 911 callers reporting an apartment building on fire in the city of Littleton. And this was an especially dangerous fire. It was reported that there was a person trapped inside, and of course that's early enough in the morning where a lot of people are still sleeping. When firefighters arrived, they found heavy smoke showing from a first floor unit, and as they were getting their equipment ready to go in, the fire flashed and flames engulfed the stairwell that leads to 3 other apartments. So they used a transitional attack and they were able to get it under control quickly, and then they went inside for interior attack and also a primary search to look for the person that might be trapped inside. And they found that person, brought them outside to fresh air where paramedics immediately began treating them. The person was transported to the hospital and tragically was pronounced dead at the hospital. So it's a really uncomfortable kind of a call to be on, and it's the worst thing that we can have happen. But it also really brings to light how important Fire Prevention Week is, which is what we're in right now, and really just some tips to remind people how important it is to have working smoke alarms, make sure that they're working, and make sure that you close before you doze, that everybody closes their bedroom doors before they go to sleep at night to help prevent the spread of smoke and the spread of heat and flames from going through your home or the apartment that you live in. It's just so sad that someone lost their life in this fire. The cause of it is still under investigation right now, but there's nothing suspicious to lead us to think that a crime took place or anything like that. And thankfully, firefighters were able to contain the fire to the unit of origin. 3 other apartments suffered smoke damage, but everyone else was able to escape without any injuries. Due to the complex nature of the call and the hazards associated with it, a second alarm was called for, which almost doubles the amount of resources that are called on the first alarm. So we had a lot of personnel respond. Most of those units just remained in staging and then were released as soon as we understood that the fire was contained to that single unit. But it's an incident that, of course, the fire department takes very seriously, and our hearts really go out to the family of that individual.
Engine 11, Medic 11, Medical Assist, NAP page R21A at Verona Apartments, 2901, West Centennial Drive, Unit 109. Engine 11, Medic 11, Medical Assist. Ladder 12, Engine 13, Battalion Chief 2, Safety 18, Netcom Ops 3, Unconfirmed Commercial Structure Fire, NAP page R21A at Verona Apartments, 2901, West Centennial Drive. Rescue 34, Tower 18, Engine 16, Engine 38, Medic 13, Battalion Chief 1, Med 1, confirmed multifamily structure fire.
Multiple callers, a single complaint seen coming out of the unit. Household parties trapped. There was an older lady that lived there. She is not seen. Your winds are correction. Your weather is 50 degrees, 4% humidity, and you have calm winds. I copy. And do we have a location of parties possibly trapped? Unit 109, sir. 109. Thank you.
Engine 11 unseen. We're on a medium-sized, two-story multifamily. We have a smoke and flame showing on the alpha side, first floor. Engine 11 will be in the offensive strategy. We'll be pulling a line to the alpha side front door for a fire attack. Engine 11 will be progress command.
Your incident has been updated.
District 1, confirmed multifamily structure fire, map page R21A at Verona Apartments, 2901, West Centennial Drive, Unit 109.
Command Battalion 1.
District 1, confirmed multifamily structure fire.
Your incident has been updated.
202, evacuated.
224.
Copy on 204.
Command Battalion 1. Command Battalion 1.
Bottom 1, 308, there is no answer on 306. No answer on 306.
Medcom Battalion 1. Go ahead, Chief. I'll be assuming command remain in the offensive strategy. We do have extension to the second floor, headed to the third. Let's go ahead and start a second alarm. If you could stage them, if you could find a good location a couple blocks away, give me a separate channel on that one. I'll be locating my vehicle. I'll be on the alpha side across the street.
34, confirmed multifamily structure.
Command, target to the second, third floor. You want a second alarm? We'll get you a station up. Station location with a channel location. Engine 11. Sorry, command. Engine 11, water supply.
Tower 32, Tower 35, West Metro Engine 12, Engine 14, Engine 19, West Metro Engine 18, Medic 12, Medic 37, West Metro Battalion Chief 3, Battalion Chief 3, Safety 35, Command 3, confirmed multifamily structure fire.
Medic 11, yeah. Medic 12 drive. Medic 11, can we do a quick aggressive search on unit 109? Copy, aggressive search, unit 109. Medic 13's on scene. Medic 13, I want you to set up for transport. It'll be okay right there. You're gonna be my transport unit. Copy that. Transport unit. We have ladder 4. Ladder 12. Chief was abreast of 13, we have to by ready to time. Oh, I want a primary search. Go ahead. 1 minute in. Your staging area is 3000 Bellevue. That's Home Depot. South side, air hydrant, second floor primary. Plan and
level 1. 38. House in sight. On deck. Hey, I need a can report. Looks like you guys had really good effect with your water.
We did a tank on the side of the kitchen on the first floor. The front of your family. We don't have any fire conditions. Smoke starts to clear out. The best time we ever had made for us up front.
Okay, copy. You got good fire attack. You're on the first floor, doing primary search at a kitchen fire. Do you have any needs?
Well, affected on the first floor in the bathroom. Affected on the first floor.
I copy. You've got a victim coming out the first floor. Bring engine 38. Come in. 38. This is that victim coming out the first floor. Medic 13. Come in.
13 is right at the door. We're there.
Residents at the Verona Apartments in Littleton are jolted awake at 4 a.m.
They just told us we had to get out of our apartments right away, so we did.
Josh Knowlton saw smoke as he ran out.
When I came down the stairs, someone was screaming. Well, someone's inside that building, so me and another gentleman kicked the door in and I tried to see if we could go in and help them, and by that time there was just fire all over the place.
The men back off. Firefighters arrive with 76 personnel and 39 units, and neighbors watch as crews pull a woman from the apartment.
You know, they had EMTs rendering chest compressions and aid and doing whatever they could.
That woman was taken to Littleton Adventist Hospital, where she died. Officials say the cause of the fire is under investigation, but it appears to be accidental.
I feel bad for, what happened.
Now neighbors are realizing just how quickly a life can be lost.
On Wednesday afternoon, we had a really interesting fire, a loud one that neighbors were hearing all around the area. This one happened on Rifle Way in unincorporated Arapahoe County. It was an electrical box fire, so I want to show you some video of it first. So in this video, you can see that firefighters are using a dry chemical extinguisher to put out the fire. And that's because if you put water on a fire like this, it's more dangerous for the firefighters because that electrical box has electricity and that can travel through water and come back and cause some problems for our firefighters on the other side. So they were able to use that dry chemical extinguisher. They got electrical crews on scene to shut the power off to the home, and then they were able to assess the damage and go from there.
Station 32 had a special visitor this week. 91-year-old Sherry Colburn has lived in the area her whole life, and she remembers driving past Station 32 when it was built for the first time in 1976, and again when it was rebuilt and completed this year in 2019. She's always driven by and wanted to visit, and finally she stopped by and did that. When she talked to the crew of Tower 32, they asked her how adventurous she was and if she wanted to check off her bucket list by going up in the bucket, which she did. So Tower 32 flew her 95 feet up above the firehouse to get a good look at the Front Range in Denver, and we were really happy to have her. It was such a fun visit, and Station 32 couldn't be more happy to help her check that off her bucket list, so we wanted to share those photos with you. We have two patch shout-outs for you this week. The first one that I have came a long way, and it's from a captain from Bremen Fire in Germany. So we've got their patch, we've got their decal, and he was kind enough to send us a shirt as well. So thank you so much.
You bet. Okay, so then our next one, this one is from Red River Army Depot, and we got a few from this person, so thank you so much. It's a fire department as well as Texarkana, Arkansas Fire Department. And there are multiple ones from this one, so I'm just gonna kind of hold them up. Another one, Texarkana. This one as well. I love how different they are. They have all the different colors. And then this one as well, Texarkana Fire Department, Texas. So thank you so much. We can't wait to add them to our wall.
Yeah, as always, we really appreciate talking with all of you. We're working on probably scheduling a live video at Fire Academy 19-2's Family Night. That's coming up, and so we'll make that a scheduled video so that you can be a part of that. And until then, hope you guys have a great weekend, and we will see you next time.
See you guys.